All right, today's workouts come to an end. Colts in pads today, a little bit of hitting. Anthony Richardson did not work today. He had a nasal procedure done yesterday. He's going to be on the field according to Steichen, and you're going to hear that in just a second. According to Shane Steichen, he'll be on the field tomorrow. So only missing the day for this nasal procedure. You know, this camp just gets weirder and weirder in a lot of respects. No news, no new news about Jonathan Taylor, none of that. There's no cruiser at the south end of the field. There's no Ursay cruiser at the north end. No cruiser at all. So no meetings, none of that. No explanation about Jonathan Taylor. If he was here, I didn't see him. He certainly didn't practice. Drew Ogletree back. So we're going to talk to Drew Ogletree in a second. But first, here's Shane Steichen talking about today's work and what to look forward to the rest of the week.
Hey guys. I'll just start off. Obviously, you guys didn't see Anthony out there practicing today. He had a little procedure done on his nose just so he could breathe better. We got to get it done. And yesterday was the off day, so we got it done. And he should be back tomorrow. And if he's not, he'll be back the next day. It's nothing serious.
Was that pre-existing?
Yeah, just something he had to get done in there. Yeah.
Do you have to hold him back a little bit on days like this? It looked like he was still trying to do as much.
Yeah,
as
no doubt. He was definitely in tune out there in practice and going through his reads in the back. So it's not a big concern at all. He should, like I said, should be out there tomorrow. In worst case scenario, he'll be out there the next day.
Shane, any thought to doing it before camp started, or did it develop more?
Yeah, no, we just so we could breathe better. We just said, shoot, we didn't want him to come in and not start camp. You know what I mean? So let's let him get through the camp and do it on the off day. Yeah.
It looks like you guys did a little huddle up before practice started. I can't remember you guys doing that previously. Was there anything to that?
No, just, we had the off day and we're coming back in. This is the first thing together, you know what I mean? We got the pads on and just trying to set the tone.
Shane, when you've had guys that are hurt, Brent's, Mallory, whatever, you said, yeah, he's got an ankle. He's got
Yeah.
What does Jonathan Taylor have?
What's that?
What does Taylor have?
He's just dealing with something right now, and I'm going to refrain from getting into all that. Yep.
Shane, we've asked you about the running backs, but him out of the picture until he is in the picture, what do you like about the group?
I like the group as a whole. It's a solid group, smart young guys in there that have played some football. Obviously, Zach's played some good football in this league, and then Evan's a young guy, and Funk and Dion, and they've all played. So excited about the group as a whole.
Anything with Zach today at his wrist, apparently?
He has a little arm. I don't know the details. I'll get that to you guys later.
What did Evan show you today?
It was good, to get him in there and, out of the backfield. He ran some good routes out of the backfield. We got some matchups, and he did a nice job, and he's seen the holes well.
Shane, what have you seen from Daryl Baker? He seemed to have a couple nice plays.
Yeah, no, Daryl's got really good speed, and he's got good cover skills, excited where he's at, and with all these guys, not only Daryl, but everyone, we just got to keep improving every single day and getting better.
What do you like about the physicality that the linebackers brought?
Yeah, no, it was great. Obviously, those guys, the veterans in there with Shaq and Zaire, and EJ and stuff, and then the other guys behind them. I like that. The pads were popping today. I like the intensity of practice, and we got to continue doing it, because when training camp gets going and going and going, and, days get longer and longer, we got to maintain that level of energy every day.
Shane, you're not oblivious. There have been some maybe distractions, but how have you managed that? I know you're about focus and all that.
Yeah, no doubt. My biggest thing is, I'm here to coach a football team. That's my job as a head football coach, to coach this football team and go from there. And I got to be on it every single day, and I got to be on it on the practice field. I got to be on it in the meeting rooms, because I expect these guys to be prepared. And if I'm not prepared, how do I expect the team to be prepared? So that's my mindset right now, and that's where I'm at.
Was Jelani dealing with something today?
Yeah, I think he got a little hamstring. I got to get more details on it.
What about Whit?
Whit, yeah, he got a little hip. He had a little hip in practice the other day, and he's getting back. He should be back.
Good to get Mallory out there.
Yeah, great.
He's missed so much time.
Yeah, getting him off PUP and getting him out there and getting some reps, and obviously the individual reps. It's been good. It's good to see him out there.
Shane, it looked like Shaq didn't do any team stuff
today.
Is that part of the plan?
Yeah, it is. It's part of the plan. We're slowly progressing him back in there. But gosh, he's looked great, and we just want to do it the right way. Be smart with him.
There was some physicality today.
Yeah.
What does that tell you on the first day of pads?
Yeah, no, it's freaking great. When you get out there and you got the pads on, I want to see that, and I think the guys expect that. You play football with pads on, and so it's the first day of pads, and to see the physicality and the way the guys brought the energy. First thing in the morning, we didn't have anything this morning. We came right out here and practiced. They did a little weightlifting. They lifted before we came out here to get their bodies ready, and we came out here ready to go.
What adjustments have been made in the running back room with a star like Jonathan Taylor not there practicing?
Yeah, those guys, we have those conversations throughout, and we're just rotating those guys. That's really where it's at. It's still early in camp, and we're going to see all those guys and get reps throughout camp and see where everyone's at.
Nick Cross is getting an opportunity with Julian out. This was a big summer for him. What have you guys seen this last week?
Yeah, Nick Cross is good. Obviously, he's been in the system, second year in the system, and just he's in the right spots. You want to make sure guys are knowing what they're doing, and I like where he's at, and he's continuing to improve, and we got to keep that going.
Things have changed over the years. Like teams don't just use one back anymore, right? So I mean, are you a guy that likes to really get guys involved in different types of backs?
Yeah, I mean, I think my philosophy is, if you got a stable of backs and you got multiple guys that can do things back there, I think you ride with the hot hand, and I think everyone's good players, you know what I mean? But if someone's rolling a little bit, you let them go a little bit, and I think that's how the rotation, will go throughout camp.
Is that the approach that you all had in Philadelphia with Jalen Hurts, just kind of helping him develop, but also
yeah, no doubt. I mean, obviously we had Miles was our starter there in Philly, and then Kenny Gainwell was coming on, and those guys with repetitions and playing more and seeing more and getting more confidence, and like I said, whoever's got the hot hand rolls.
Shane, as you guys plan, are you expecting JT to play this year for you?
Yeah, right now he's on this football team. He's on this football team, and when the medical staff clears him, he should be out here.
Okay. Can you describe why attention to detail is so important as camp ramps up?
Yeah, I mean, because when camp ramps up and you start going a little bit more, right, guys are going to get a little tired, right? Because when you see the most mental errors is when guys get tired. So, like, throughout this week, right, we'll ramp up practice tomorrow. We'll go to an hour 30, and then when we get to Thursday, we'll be an hour 45. So and we're starting low and we're going high, but all those things, like the details of everything in this league, this game is all about details. So we got to be on it with every detail. It starts with us as coaches, and the players got to get it done on the field.
Shane, all right, last one.
That's Shane Steichen. And one thing Shane Steichen does not do is distractions. Shane Steichen is focused. He is detail-oriented. He demands that of his players, and he's going to keep it simple because that's what allows you to be really detail-oriented, is that you're not distracted. So as you heard Shane talk about the Jonathan Taylor dust up a little bit, and people have to ask, you know what? It's not going to be a distraction for him, and because of that, it's not going to be a big distraction, I don't think, for the team.